everyone, welcome back to Teacup Taro. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from your angels. Now please remember, this is a timeless video, so if you want to ever come back and receive another message, you're free to do that. And of course, a popular question that I get is, am attracted to all piles, or I'm attracted to two of these piles, so is that okay? It's absolutely okay. It just means that you are probably a little bit more evolved as a soul, which is why you need to receive messages which are a little bit of higher level than others. Yeah. Having said that, you have 3 piles in front of you, so please make sure to pick one that really speaks to you. And of course, you can do that on the basis of the feathers, the images of the angels, and of course, one of these cute elements. I'll give you some time for selection, and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. Now, once again, for you, pile 1, the angels are here to tell you that you need to review your life. You need to review the way you're living, and this is your everyday living. What time do you get up, what time you eat, what time you go to sleep? Because the angels are here to tell you, in order to perform effectively, having some kind of pattern will help you. Having some kind of discipline help you, because you just have to look back to see when you've not been disciplined, or when you have just done stuff, according to your own will, how that has worked out for you. So please assign things a particular time, or assign certain time to particular things depending on you, but you need to review that a little bit about your life. Now, the angels are also here to tell you that right now, when it comes to your life, you may be in a tricky situation. Okay, maybe you feel like it's now or never, that kind of a situation, or you feel like the journey ahead seems difficult. Then you need to understand that it just takes thoughtfulness, and one step at a time. Don't be in a hurry to get anywhere, because hurry is a devil's work. So take one step at a time and walk carefully when it comes to your path, and also make careful choices at that. But remember this, no matter what the current situation is, I see you getting out of it. Yeah, any obstacles that you're going to be facing, you're going to be facing them head on, and you're going to be getting rid of them as well. And you're very strong like that. Maybe in your life you've already faced multiple battles, and you've emerged a winner every single time, because that is why you're here, right? So face this too. Don't be afraid of anything that is coming your way. Obstacles are only to test you, to test how much you want something, to test your love, to test your ability. Depends on your circumstances, but you can overcome anything with your sheer willpower. It all comes to that for you. Now know this. Sometimes for you, pile 1, you doubt yourself. Okay, you doubt your capacity. You define yourself in the present moment and your future with your past. If you failed at something in the past, you're like, oh wow, I'm going to fail now. I'm going to fail in the future. That's not how it is. Every present moment is about what you decide. Every present moment is about what steps you take. So it's time for you to heal from the past. I'm not telling you forget the past. I'm telling you heal from the past. You need to face reality, which is why, maybe you need to review certain things. Review how you face certain situations, and review what kind of, a thought process you're carrying when it comes to your life. Because you need to heal from your past. Something has happened in your past that has made you sort of not trusting of anything, but that needs to go away, and you need to be more trusting of life, because you need to believe in magic. You need to believe in possibilities, that the future can be anything that you want it to be. Yeah? You just have to trust in that magic, trust in fairy tales once again, trust in love stories once again, trust in success once again. Because the trust is very important. And once again, I really want to tell you, please go out and watch some Disney movies, because when you watch Disney movies and you see all of those fairies, you see Harry Potter and all of those things, you start believing in that magic, and you believe things are possible. Yeah, but that belief is the core of everything for you right now. And once again, you are extraordinary. I doubt if there's anybody as talented you are in the room, wherever you go. Whether this is your workplace, whether this is, in the love arena, you are extraordinary and you're brilliant. But maybe you don't see that brilliance about you right now, in the present moment. See, what I feel, something has happened in your life that has made you doubt yourself. That has probably been like, oh wow, this other person is so much better than I am, and I'm like nothing in front of them. Once again, maybe you're comparing yourself to somebody unfairly, at that too is coming through. So it's all about realizing how amazing you are and how far you've come in your life. Now, once again, the angels are here to tell you, whatever is happening in your life, it is not happening to you. Yeah? It's happening for you in order for you to grow. The way I see this is, universe is giving you an opportunity. It is almost serving things to you in a plate. But it's almost like because of your self-doubt, you're not seeing what is in front of you. And which is why you're probably not taking it. So this situation is basically happening in your favor. It's not something negative for you. So you need to reframe your mind a little bit. It's all about your thought process. Yeah? And once again, wherever you are right now, you need to embrace the moment. Because this particular moment right now, right here is very important for you. This is almost like a very important moment in your life whenever you are watching this video. Because if you make the right choices right now, your life can change. And life can change in an extraordinary way is what is coming through for you. Yeah? It's important for you not to overthink. Maybe sometimes your overthinking spoils the magic. And when it comes to magic, it's about believing. It's not about overthinking. Yeah? So just embrace this moment right now. And you're not seeing things clearly. So start seeing things for the way they are. Instead of, seeing something with the eyes of your past is the message it's coming through. Yeah? I feel like this may be a specific reading, but that's what's coming through. Now, in order for you to get away from all of this is negative self-belief. This is like believing that, okay, things are not really working for me in my favor. You need to center yourself. I get a message like you need to calm down. Because once again, it goes down to reflection. Reflect what is making you to feel this way. What is making you to think this way? Why do you doubt yourself? The roots of this lie in your past, and which is exactly why you need to heal from your past. Because once the past is gone, you've done with it and you've done justice with it in a sense, you'll be able to move on to the future. Yeah, that's the most important lesson for you to learn right now. And remember this, whatever good things are coming in front of you right now, and whatever is happening, once again, it's not something negative for you. It is actually working out for your best interest. Because once again, you're one of those very, very rare individuals who are gifted in life. So accept those gifts is the message that is coming through for you. Yeah? Okay, now once again, I get the message of destruction. Destruction of the past. Destruction of something like your old self and becoming a new self. Once again, Shiva is here in the form of Nataraja. When Shiva dances, it is like the end of the universe. Because a new universe is supposed to be created, because the previous one is not serving it anymore. Hence, it is time for you to become a new individual. That's the message for you. And since it is a message from your angels, this is definitely coming from a higher realm. And all these angel messages are basically to help you get to the next level of your spiritual life. And make no mistake, your spiritual life and your practical life are very, very linked. This is exactly why when a person makes progress spiritually, they make progress materially. Because it is almost like a blessing. God tells you, oh wow, you're taking 10 steps towards me, I'm going to take 10, 20 steps towards you. And when God takes 20 steps towards you, magic happens. And that is exactly what your life is supposed to be, is what your angels are here to tell you. But you're so much, engulfed in the story of your past, you're not able to see the opportunity in front of you. That is what is coming through for you. Now, once again, the way I see this is, whatever is coming your way, even though you may see it as a test, even though you may feel like totally out of place. Or sometimes, your thought goes in one direction, it goes in the second direction, it goes in the first direction, second direction. Once again, it's because of lack of being grounded and lack of being centered. And the easiest way to be centered is just to sit in one place and close your eyes. That is it. And make sure, if you can, you eliminate all thoughts from your mind. Don't think about anything. Don't think about any God. Do not think about anything. Just sit. That way you can center your mind. And when this becomes a practice for you, you'll then be able to see things more clearly, sometimes through the eye of your intuition, which develops through this practice. Yeah, because the way I see this is, it's good karma coming your way. And it's almost like, you are this field. Yeah, because once again, Shiva the destroyer is here to tell you, once you clear the past, that is what your life is going to be. A beautiful soil. And then God is really here to plant fresh seeds of grace in you. Yeah? Once again, tremendous opportunities here for you, spiritually especially. And when grace plants itself in your soil, there can only be just bountifulness. That is what is coming through for you. Your life is going to change because the opportunity is just right here. And especially for my friends who are on some kind of spiritual path, you are blessed. Either you have a guru who is very helpful to you, or you've really found the love of some ascended being in your life. Like you have their love. And because of which, everything is coming towards you. Now, once again, there is also the part of community here. Maybe you are friends with some people who very spiritually, at an advanced level, and because of which, you are being blessed. That's a message coming through as well. Or maybe whether you know it or not, you are a part of a soul tribe. And because of the blessing of one individual there, everybody benefits. And this is exactly why a soul tribe is very important. This is exactly why praying in a collective is very important. This is exactly why meditating together, chanting together is also very, very effective. That's really, the core of everything. Because anything that is done in collective gains really good fruits. That is what is coming through. You're blessed with good karma whether you see it or not. And I feel like you are also people who constantly involved in doing good through your behavior, or you could be taking care of someone, or you could be really nice to plants, nice to animals, but there's some good that you've done. Maybe in the past, long past, but you're really reaping the seeds right now is what is coming through. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. I will just tell you this, no matter what circumstances you find yourself in your life, you are blessed. The only thing that you need to do is live mindfully, center your energies, and make an active effort to release your past behavior, and look at yourself with a fresh set of eyes. The eyes of beauty, the way spirit sees you, the way angel sees you, and the way, God sees you. That is the message that I'm really picking out here. Yeah, I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. Let's take a look what those messages are. Alright. Pile 2, your angels are here to tell you need to take it easy. Because chances are that you're feeling more sensitive than normal, and you're feeling sensitive to energies. And because of the energetic fluctuations, you may feel more emotional. And emotions of all kinds, sometimes just not being able to understand how you feel is a very common thing that I get when it comes to people affected by sensitivity. So that is what you're being affected by. And you just need to honor yourself. You need to rest if you feel like you need to rest. You need to give yourself a break if that is what speaks to you. But you need to do whatever it is that makes you happy. Yeah? Honor your sensitivity, because sensitivity is a very important part of you. Now, your angels are also here to tell you that you're very, very close to getting what you truly wanted. Yeah, the breakthrough that you've been wanting is very close. So don't give up now. Okay, you've come too far to give up. Just don't. Because honestly, whatever it is, whether this is your work that you're doing, whether this is your relationship, or it is something else, if you give up right now, you'll regret it forever. So just keep doing what you're doing because you're very, very close. But when it comes to your life, don't just be the kind of person who's involved in work or who's just thinking about all the serious things in life. Look at the world around you. Go out, see how beautiful the world is. Admire the creation of God. Admire the magic that God has created in your life as well. And you need to walk in that beauty. Now, once again, for a couple of you, I see the influence of two planets for you. One is Saturn and one is Uranus. Yeah? So those are the planets that are really having strong effect on you, and I see this as positively. Of course, your sensitivity for you is also a gift from them. And which is why, you feel their energy a lot more. And personally, I'll tell you this, I find Saturn to be a very, very benevolent planet. Because under the influence of Saturn, the kind of spiritual growth a person makes, it never happens in the ordinary parts. That is what I've believed. Think of the phase of Saturn as almost like a period where you're forced to go in the Himalayas and meditate for years. And when you come out of it, it's almost like you're a yogi. That is what Saturn does for you. Because what Saturn is doing in your life right now, it is cleansing you of everything. Cleansing you of past karmas, so that when you come out of it at the other end, you'll be free to live your life once again. And which is exactly why, see, the thing is, when a person is under the influence of Saturn, they always feel like, that's it, I cannot take it anymore, I just need to quit. But the person who's not a quitter, that is the person who benefits a great deal. Yeah, you have to put in a work that is probably a lot harder than others, but that is your story, because your rewards are going to be that way as well. And once again, you're so close to reaching your destination. Yeah, and when you really get to your destination, you'll be like, thank God I did not give up. And you will see why the journey has been worthwhile. So enjoy the journey right now. Even enjoy the difficult parts. See what the difficult part is teaching you about yourself. What parts of you are being highlighted because of those difficulties? And I'll tell you, it's going to be belief that is highlighted. It is going to be hope that is highlighted. And it is your own tenacity that will be highlighted, that you never give up. Yeah? And you'll be reaching your destination very, very soon. Now, when it comes to you, the present time in your life is also a time of healing. It is a time of mending. It is a time of receiving. Yeah, once again, I see wonders coming your way. I see beauty coming your way. I see magic coming your way. Honestly, that is the way I see this. And your life is being healed in more ways than one. Once again, I feel like you need to thank Saturn for it. Yeah, be a person who's grateful at that point is what your angels are here to tell you. Because honestly, if you be grateful, there will be so much more that you can get than even you anticipated. But you're getting into better times when it comes to life. However, what is happening, the universe is freeing you, but you are keeping yourself trapped. Maybe through your belief systems, maybe through your resentments that, wow, I really don't like that person. Or just by holding on to things too tightly. Yeah, that's what's coming through. And your angels are also here to remind you that know this, that you are an old soul. That when you were incarnated on planet Earth, you've already lived previous lifetimes. And some of the karma that you worked out recently is not your karma from this life, it is from a past life. Which is why maybe for some of you, the suffering may have been a little bit intense. But once again, as you're letting things go, as things are getting better for you, and you're reaching that milestone, you just have to know that things are going to get so much better. The only thing that you need to do is you need to surrender to the divine and believe that in the end, God's will prevails over everything, and God will always want something that is good for you. Now, once again, your angels are here to tell you that you need to keep your connection very, very active. Now, this could be your connection with spirit, this could be your connection with a guru, this could be your connection sometimes with a partner, a soul partner, a twin flame, a soulmate, Yeah, but there's somebody who's reaching out to you, and you just need to take their hand. And if you just take their hand, then you are just going to go that extra mile, is what is coming through for you. Yeah, it's almost like, when it comes to your spiritual life, the kind of lessons people learn over lifetimes, you're learning it almost in a couple of years, and which is why maybe things have been a little bit tough for you. Yeah, that's what's coming through. And remember this, you are never alone. And I'll also tell you this, it is also your job to be there for somebody and convince them that they are not alone. Because maybe somebody needs you at this point of time. Somebody needs you to back them up. Somebody needs you to come towards them with love. Because you may be that person who is that candle in darkness for them. So during the dark moments, I feel like somebody needs your support. And once again, this could just be on a spiritual level, okay? So I'm picking up major soulmate twin flame energy here. So especially if you guys relate to the twin flame journey, then that may be you. Maybe it is either divine masculine or your divine feminine reaching out to you and being like, I could really appreciate your help right now. I could really appreciate your support right now. That is what is coming through for you. Yeah, but somebody is there for you, you need to be there for them, is what is coming through. Now when it comes to certain lessons in your life, you're supposed to be learning it on your own. When it comes to your life, maybe you need to go back to the books, ancient books of knowledge, religious books at that, something that will teach you about ancient wisdom. Now of course ancient wisdom is in so many cultures, and each culture has their own traditional book. So maybe you need to go back to that and learn on your own. Don't wait for somebody to teach you. You need to take that upon yourself. You have always been a self-learner, So do that once again, is what your angels are here to tell you. And you need to make an extra effort when it comes to your meditation. I'm not telling you need to meditate. I'm telling you need to make extra effort, which means ideally you should have started meditating like a month back. If you haven't, you still haven't lost that opportunity, because remember, you can start anytime. But give yourself that start. And if you are meditators who meditate for a long time, then you need to go back to the next level. Yeah, which means that maybe you need to increase your time towards it so that you can move rapidly towards your progress, is also coming through. And remember this, when it comes to the future, your future is unknown. Or you may be heading into a future that you don't know what's going to happen to you. But you need to be open to it. Because once again, if you're going to remain close to it and if you're going to be having 1,000 doubts about it, it's not going to help you. So open yourself to your future unconditionally, is what is coming through for you. And most importantly, you also have the angel of love coming up in your reading. So once again, when it comes to your relationship, the most important relationship in your life is with yourself. So learn to love yourself perfectly before you share the love with the world. Yeah, because when we don't love ourselves or don't we accept ourselves unconditionally, then our acceptance of others is also that way. Just, a little bit. It's not unconditional, of course. So that is something that you need to do. The moment that you know you are enough, and the moment that you start loving yourself, the moment that you start showing up for yourself in the best way possible, you'll then be able to become honestly like this angel of love, willing to spread the love in the world. Because remember, at this point of time, it is not just about you receiving help from others, it's also about you helping others. So it's a two-way relationship when it comes to, especially for those who believe that they have a soulmate connection or they have a twin flame relationship, then that may be true for you. But you need to love yourself first, honor yourself first, and cherish yourself first, so that equally you'll be able to cherish the other person in your life. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from the angels. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. Let's take a look at what those messages are. Okay. Basically, for you, pile 3, your angels are here to tell you that only love is real. So, if you're thinking any thoughts that are probably against the energy of love, or any thoughts that may go into the zone of doubting love, then maybe you need to take away something from it. That lack of belief from the most beautiful idea of love. Yeah, because I feel like when it comes to your life, love has to be the greatest energy. If you pick something up, it has to be something that you absolutely love to do. If you pick a partner, it should be one that you just have unconditional love for. Whatever it is, the vibration of love is the most important vibration when it comes to your life. And remember this, if you go into that zone of unconditional love, of unconditional acceptance, success will be yours. See, people who absolutely love what they do work-wise, you'll find them to be more successful, or at least mentally supremely happy, than people who are doing something just for the sake of money. Because those are the kind of people who find real success. And remember this, success is not defined by how much money you earn. A little bit of it is, but more than that, it is about the satisfaction that you get after having done a job really, really well. Yeah? Now, your angels are also here to tell you that at this point of time, if you just focus on the energy of love, you will find that a spiritual sanctuary opens itself to you. The spiritual source opens itself up to you, because what is the source? What is our creator? Our creator is the vibration of love. It is the energy of love. God is love. And which is why, if you yourself are loved, then that is all you need. Yeah? And you need to answer the call, and the call needs to be answered today. Are you willing to put yourself out there and love unconditionally? This could also be a person in certain cases, without expecting as much right now in return. If you're ready to do that, I feel like you'll succeed when it comes to your life. But that is a decision that you have to take. That is a message for you. Once again, let me just tell you right at the beginning, this may be for one specific person, possibly, or if you can relate to it, then it is for you. Yeah? Now, when it comes to, what is happening in your life, you lack a little bit of grounding. Even when you love, you are unsure of things. Even when you give out something, you're like, oh, have I done this the right way? Just do it with love. That is all that is required of you. And because of which you need to find that grounding. You need to be sure of yourself. Because unless you're sure of yourself, you're never going to be sure of anything else in your life. It all starts from you. See, it's all inner work. Everything that you see when it comes to your life, anything that comes in front of you is always a direct vibration match of what is happening inside you. So if you do the inside work, if you do all the inner job, then you will be promised a better world outside, which is why you have to go within first and inculcate the energy of love within, so everything you see outside will be that as well. Yeah, but remember, you're not doing this alone. You're being guided towards it. You're being shown steps towards it. And if you're being shown the steps, that you just have to trust it. The way I see this right now, this is like God, right? Think about this as a manifestation of God. And you are like the ship, like the northern star. And if the ship just follows the northern star, then it will never be lost. And what is the northern star? It is love. God is love. Yeah, once again, it comes down to that. So have a fixed vision when it comes to life, that anything I do, I'll just do it with love. I will only give out the energy of love. That is the thing that you need to keep in mind. And once again, let me just tell you this, it is not easy. It requires you to sacrifice your ego. And this basically means, letting go of illusions, letting go of obsessions, letting go of addictions as well. Once again, these are energies that go against the energy of love that's coming through. And remember, great love requires great sacrifice. That is what is coming through for you. Yeah. Now, when it comes to life, I feel like you need to take the time to listen. Because automatically you'll see your entire life is telling you the same thing. You've been getting these messages. And when I'm saying this out to you, I will be very, very sure, especially my pile threes will be like, oh, this is exactly what you were sensing. Yeah, I feel like, in a way, you're also being prepared for a great love. I'm actually saying this in terms of a romantic love as well, a soulmate kind of love. Not even soulmate, I'll say this in terms of a spiritual love. And when it comes to a spiritual love, it's almost going to be with somebody who's a spiritual person, who's at a higher level than you are. So especially if you are the kind of people who've been single for a very long time, remember, this is the reason why. Because now you're supposed to be matching yourself up to him, which will require you to do some work. And you need to listen the steps that you're being guided to take intuitively and through other sources. Because if you listen and listen carefully, you'll know what it is that you need to do. And you just need to trust the process. When it comes to everything in life, you just need to trust the process, and you need to trust the higher power, because it's showing you the way. Through your own thoughts, through other people, you are being guided. And this only because you need to reach a particular point for this union to happen. Trust the process and dedicate yourself. That is coming forth. Oh yes. Once again, this about okay, now once again I'm getting this spiritual love kind of a vibration here, because it's the energy of Radha. When Radha was in love with, Sri Krishna, it was an unconditional love. And because it was an unconditional love, it became his power. So that is how you should be when it comes to life and when it comes to every relationship of yours, especially if this is a romantic and spiritual relationship at that. Because it is only by being, the energy of Radha, that unconditional love that goes out of you, that you'll be able to be a match for Krishna. Yeah, so especially if you are the kind of people who are really, really pushing hard towards your spiritual life, dedicate yourself like Radha did. Yeah, that's coming through. Okay. Oh, and you have Sita too. Okay. So basically, once again, both are amazing examples of people who lived for a higher cause. Like Radha ji lived for Krishna, Sita did for Ram. And once again, both of them gave an incredible sacrifice to make sure that, there is a higher calling in place, because there is a higher cause in place. But they never gave up on their love. Yeah. Now, for some reason, I feel like your angels are really pointing you towards a particular person that you really love in your life, or maybe your future soulmate. If you want to become a vibrational match to this person, you have to almost like mirror these. Mirror Sita ji, mirror Radha ji. Yeah. Because that is going to be your journey, that of love, incredible love. And come on. Beyond the love of Radha and beyond the love of Sita, what greater love is there? Yeah, and that is what you're being asked to step up to. Once again, I mention this again, this may be a specific reading. And remember, it is a journey and you need to start now. So maybe this is why you need to give a lot more than you're getting right now and put in the effort towards your life. And if for you, once again, the spiritual love kind doesn't really play out, that this is going to be about your life, your connection with the divine love story. But once again, that is a journey too. And you are a traveler. So you need to keep moving forward till you meet the place that you're supposed to reach, until you meet your ultimate goal. Once again, it is the heart-centered energy. Yeah, you need to open your hearts. Don't close your hearts, because if there's anything that is blocking you, it is your own ability to not say yes to this experience, not being there with this unconditional love, because maybe you expect certain back and return and maybe you're not getting it. But if you want this, then you need to really, really get to that match. See, of course, none of us are going to ever be able to match the energy of Radha ji and Sita ji. But we can try. It's like aim for the moon, you'll at least land up amongst the stars. Any effort you do is enough. That's what's really coming through for you. Yeah, it's all about the energy of heart, because obviously I see you guys succeeding. It's like an entire spiritual source is opening for you, and it's like it's the time. It's the time to say yes to this experience, to become greater than you could ever be, and to become a match to somebody else as well, who's probably a little bit more advanced than you are at a spiritual level. Once again, this may be very, very specific, but these are the messages that are coming through right now for you. Yeah, and as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye.